Welcome, welcome, welcome to the APEL webinar series. I am your presenter, Desiree Alexander, aka Educator Alexander, and this session is sponsored by APEL and Educator Alexander. Sometimes you'll hear it called Apple. Hey, however you say it, as long as you're talking good about it, that's all we care about. But I call it APEL, so just in case you're like, APEL, what is she talking about? That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Apple. I'm talking about A+PEL. I'm talking about APEL. So, this is sponsored by the Associated Professional Educators of Louisiana, and we are a professional organization for teachers and administrators, which is something that I like about it. We are absolutely nonprofit and absolutely non political. We are not going to tell you who to vote for or anything like that. And our main goal is promoting teachers as professionals. The benefit of being an APEL educator is that you still get your professional liability insurance coverage for up to $2 million. So if you get sued or if something happens, you still get that legal advice, you still get legal services, you still get the professional liability insurance. You get over $30,000 in grants and scholarships. I've gotten a couple of those throughout the years. We have awesome professional development opportunities, such as the one you're sitting in today. You get cash bonuses, not to share too much, but I just got a check yesterday. So you get cash bonuses for sharing with coworkers, and you can be a part of a statewide network of over 7,000 high quality teachers and administrators. Five quick notes that helped me decide what I did. I used to be a member of the Federation, and I've been a member of them. I've been in education for about 16 years now, for a long time. And I just didn't want to switch. I didn't want to deal with all that, blah, blah, blah. So, five notes that kind of helped me, that helped me decide. First and foremost, I hate to say this, but I'm being honest, the money helped. It is $16.58 per month to be a member of APEL. So if you get paid twice a month, that's $9 per check, where I was paying about $40 and $50 and $60 per month. You can apply online. I am a techie, so I like to do stuff online. So you can apply online or you can do a paper application. This really helped me too because I just didn't, we're all busy. So they will drop your union for you. All you do is fill out the union drop form and they will actually put your membership to APEL and they'll drop with your union, with your school district and all that kind of stuff. And then they will put APEL with your school district and it'll come out of your check just like your union did. And fourth, we are not a union and we don't get political. So I used to hate that during, November or any time of political time. I started getting all these emails telling me who to vote for, and it just was and I like that they accept teachers and administrators because I knew I wanted to be an administrator one day, and I didn't want to have to switch unions when I did that. So I went to a nonprofit instead. So if you are interested in becoming an APEL educator, you can go to apeleducators.org, and that when you sign in, if you put yes, that you're interested, you're going to get a separate email from me with the information to join APEL. If you didn't put that you were interested and now you're like, oh no, I'm interested, that's okay. You can just shoot me an email. I'm going to have my email up at the end. I'll type it in the chat box right now. You can just shoot me an email and I will shoot you the email with the information in it. No problem at all. Okay, and they have a Twitter and a Facebook. So that is the information. For that. And then at the end, we will have an evaluation. I like to say it at the beginning. At the end, we will have an evaluation. If you would just go to educatoralexander.com/comments, you leave a comment, and then I send those to APEL so we can decide if we want to continue doing these, what topics are more popular, if it's worth it, and things like that. You also see the web links to box at the bottom right hand corner. If you click on evaluation and then click on browse to, that will bring you directly to the evaluation. I will type it in the chat box. And all of the resources that I go through today are yours. The PowerPoint, everything is yours. So all you do is click on resources, browse to, and again, it will be in the email I send you. And you can modify it. You can do what you want to so it can make sense for you and your students. And please use it. That's why it's called the Take and train text series. That means you get everything that I show so you can take and train. So what we're talking about today, hello Debbie, what we're talking about today is student cyber safety. And we are talking about cyber safety chatting online. This is a presentation that you will give directly to your students. So from now on, I'm going to talk to you like I'm talking to actual students. Last month I did one where I was talking to parents, so this time we're talking directly to our students. I do say on the flyer that this is kind of middle school or upper elementary on up. I wouldn't use this presentation with talking to, 5-year-olds or talking to even like third grade, because you probably scare them half to death. So I would definitely do upper elementary up until high school, where they think they know everything and that kind of stuff. So this presentation also has videos, so I'm going to show you the videos that are in it. And again, everything that you see on here you have access to. So I'm going to go ahead and start like I'm talking to the students, and we'll go from there. Any questions, just let me know and I'll answer them all at the end. Today we are talking about cyber safety and chatting online. And I know your eyes are rolling. You're thinking, why in the world do we need to talk about this? But we need to talk about it because some stuff, of course, you know, and some stuff you honestly don't. Or some stuff you think you know and you don't. So we're going to talk about it today. And if you have any questions at the end, definitely let me know. But usually you don't want to ask stuff in front of the whole school or in front of everybody. So come to me after this and let me know if you have a story or you're kind of worried about something, or honestly you just have a question that you kind of feel stupid asking. Come to me after this and let me know, and we can talk about it. Okay, I'm never going to think it is a stupid question or anything like that. So just come ask me and we'll work it out together. So, does everyone know you?
Hey, Sarah.
Oh my gosh, he's so cute. How do you know him?
Come on, Donovan, do it like I taught you. Love the new tattoo, Sarah. Let's go!
Dude, what? Dude, that's Sarah. The girl in the pink shirt. That's the girl I was telling you about.
Oh, that's Sarah?
Theater 2 on your left. Hey, Sarah. What color underwear today?
Hey, Sarah. So when are you going to post something new?
Anything you post online, anyone can see. Family, friends,
See you later, Sarah.
even not so friendly people. Think before you post.
I like that very quick video because it does give me chills. Just to know that anything that you post, even if you go to your settings and you make your page private, anything that you post online, if people want to see it, they're going to see it. And even if you're thinking about, well, I make everything private, I do all my security settings, really doesn't matter. If it's online, anyone can see it. Even if you're thinking about privacy settings and things like that, think about all the people that work at the company. So if you're thinking about Twitter and Facebook and all these things, think about all the people that work at the company that can still all see your stuff and can share your stuff and things like that. So anything that you post online, anybody can see. Even the creepers can see. Even your janitor can see. Even your cafeteria people can see. Even your teachers can see. Everybody can see. So it gets a little creepy when you think about that if you're posting stuff that's a little bit inappropriate. So right now what I want to do is look at a quick innocent online chat. Just two people chatting with each other. And I want you to think about, while I'm reading this, think about what information this person is giving away. At the end, you may say, well, no, it really was innocent that, she really didn't give away that much information. Or you may start picking stuff out that she actually gave away. So really think about what information can you gather from this pretty innocent chat. After tossing her books on the sofa, she decided to grab a snack and go online. She logged on under her screen name IJP928. She checked her buddy list and saw ICU 66 was on. She sent her an instant message. 928. Hi, I'm glad you're on. I thought someone was following me home today. It was really weird. 66. LOL, you watch too much TV. Why would someone be following you? Don't you live in a safe neighborhood? 928. Of course I do. Laugh out loud. I guess it was my imagination because I didn't see anyone when I looked out. 66. Be cool. Who would be following you? Unless, of course, you gave your address out online. You haven't done that, have you? 928. Of course not. I'm not stupid, you know. 66. Did you have your softball game after school today? 928. Yes, we won. 66. That's great. Who did you play? 928. We played the Hornets. Laugh out loud. Their uniforms are so gross. They look like bees. Laugh out loud. 66. What's your team called? 928. We're the Canton Cats. We have tiger paws on our uniforms. They are really cool. 66. Did you pitch? 928. No, I play second base. I got to go. My homework has to be done before my parents get home. Don't want them to be mad at me. Bye. 66. Catch you later. Bye. Okay. So what I want you to do in the chat box is put to me or type what information have they given out? Is there any information that you see that they have given out? Go ahead and type in the chat box. Okay, I see Tyron said she got the school. Shannon said she told which team she plays for and what position. Tyron said position. Lisa, position on the team, uniforms, and school. Debbie, her schedule and school and her name of her position. Okay. Let's see. Shannon's typing. The fact that her parents aren't home. Okay, so good. Y'all are picking up on some really, really good things that came out of this really innocent chat. You know, she wasn't stupid. She didn't say, well, my address is 569, Main Street. But she still gave away too much information just from this innocent chat. So, when your students are doing this, a lot of times they won't pick out some of the stuff that you guys picked out. Sometimes they will, and it's really a good information, and it kind of lets them see, wait, hold on. Okay, I didn't know I was giving out so much information. So let's resume. So, then ICU66 went to the member menu and began to search for 928's profile and printing it out. Here's what he found. Her name, her birthday, her age, the state she's in, and her hobbies. Now, what I want you to think about is, I know Facebook is dead with you guys, but think about your Facebook profile, and if I would go and click on your name, or click on, whatever screen name you use, what information can I find out just from your profile? Usually you have your name on there, you have your birthday on there, because duh, you want people to say happy birthday to you on your birthday. You have your age, and if you don't have your age, duh, you have your birthday on there, so all I have to do is figure out your age. Usually you have where you're located more than your state, but you usually have your city on there. You have all your hobbies, your favorite movies, your favorite music. Guys, that's a lot of information for a stranger to have on you. It just is. So really think about, when you're filling out that Facebook profile, really think about how much information you're giving away, especially if you are friending people that you have never met in your life. Notice that 66 said that she was a girl, but she's not. She's a grown man. So you don't know who you are really talking to. Some of the things that she gave that 928 gave away: the team, Canton Cats, plays second base, paws on the uniform. They have games on the weekends. The parents are not home after school. She lives in a neighborhood. And you may say, well, lives in a neighborhood is not a big deal. Well, it is a big deal because not everything is a neighborhood. Some things are apartments. Some people live in inner city. So saying you live in a neighborhood makes it a little bit easier for me to find you. That you walk home after school, probably alone, since you were worried about somebody following you. I got all that just from that innocent online chat. So really, really think about the stuff that you are saying and the information you're giving out by what you say. And I'm going to tell you a story that actually happened to me when I was in college that kind of scared me straight from giving out too much information online. So let's look at some questions you may get when you're online and discuss, is it right or wrong? What's the true purpose behind these questions, or what could be the purpose? What's your name? Pretty much innocent. Not, especially these days where we have so much social media, your name is usually going to be out there. Like I say, that's almost like pictures. If we say, never put another picture online, you're going to look at us like we're crazy. Like, it's not going to happen. But we can discuss what's right and what's wrong with putting pictures online, like how to keep yourself safe when you're doing that. So your name is probably going to be out there. What you doing this weekend? Depends on the purpose behind it. It's not that sinister. You can say, hey, I'm going to the movies, or I'm doing blah, blah, blah. But if you're thinking about it from a predator standpoint, it can be insidious. So if you're thinking about it from a predator standpoint, if you're telling me, oh, you're going to see Guardians of the Galaxy this weekend, you can't wait to go at 7, then I know that you're not going to be home at 7. If I know where you live, I can kind of guess what theater you're probably going to go to and things like that. So kind of be careful with giving away too many details about what you're doing after school or what you're doing during the weekend. Just be careful with giving out too many details. ASL, age, sex, location. Again, depends on the purpose behind it. Not that insidious, but I wouldn't give out my location. But if you already have it on your Facebook page and stuff like that, then who cares? So that's why you have to go look at that profile and see how much information you're giving away about yourself. Age, hey, I'm 14, sex, I'm a female or a male, and then location. So it just depends on if you want to give the right information, the wrong information, or just let that question just sit there. I hate being home alone. Saying something like that lets me know that you're home alone. It lets me know, usually if you're saying that, you're going to say something else. Like if you have siblings around you, you're going to say if you have a mom or dad coming back. So just be careful when you're talking about your parents or talking about your life and talking about complaining pretty much. Be careful when you're complaining about, how much things suck, because when you're doing that, you're giving me a lot of information, especially if I'm a predator. Because what's going to happen, we're going to talk about this a little bit later, but what predators like to do is called grooming. And what they do in their grooming is they're going to take whatever little nugget you give them and they're going to harp on it and just show you how much they care and show you how much their life is just like yours and all that kind of stuff. So just be very, very careful when you're talking to people that you have never met, strangers or people that you have just friended and things like that. Now, if you're talking to your best girlfriend online, that's a little bit different. But if you're talking to them in a public way, then it's not different, because I cannot be in the conversation and still read it later and read all that I need to read. So just be careful. You think y'all gonna win the school game? Somebody's asking you that, be very generic. Yes, no, don't say the name of your school. You don't even need to say what game it is. They probably already know if it's football season or basketball season. But you don't, just be very specific when you're answering something like that. Because the reason why I put the word school in there is because I'm trying to get you to say what school you're at. Okay? My mom is so stupid. She keeps fussing about my grades. I wish I went to a school like yours. Again, the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm trying to get you to tell me about your school. I'm trying to appeal to, I'm sure at some point you think your mom is stupid too. So you're going to harp on that and go, oh, I know. Blah, blah, blah. Or you're going to say, oh, you don't want to come to a school like my school. And then now you're starting to give me details about your school. So it really is a setup. I hate to say it that way, but it's to get information. It's to make you talk about your school. I've never dated a good guy. Again, if someone is kind of, saying things like that, it usually means that they are interested in you for more than just being a friend. So you do want to watch out for the kind of flirting, stalkery kind of conversations when they first start coming up. Now, if you feel the same way and you are interested in them in that way, then we're going to talk about that a little bit later about what you should do if you get to that point. Because everybody online is not a creeper and a predator. So I don't want to, and we all know that. We may have met friends online or things like that. But they are out there. So that's all we're going to talk about. If you do start to meet that friend online or start to meet that guy or gal and you're like, oh, they're pretty awesome, what to do at that point. Okay? Where were you? I've been waiting for you to come online all day. That's a big red flag. You need to have some other things going on in your life except, instead of just waiting on me to come online all day. And it sounds very much like a possessive person. So you want to watch that kind of stuff. When they, we tend to think, especially when we're young, we tend to think, oh, when he loves me that much, he wants to be around me all the time. You need to kind of watch that kind of stuff because possessiveness and stalkery behavior is not cute. And for some reason, again, especially when we're young, we think it's so super cute, but it's so super not. Because once it turns dangerous, it's not cute. So look for those red flags when they start saying stuff like that. Like, oh, where were you? Oh, I texted you all day. And like, I have other stuff going on in my life. So just watch for that kind of behavior, especially when it first starts. Now I'm looking at it from your point of view. When you put something online, is it too much information? This first one, I will be completely honest with you, actually happened to me. I was in college. I went to LSU, and I lived in a dorm. And it's kind of when the chat rooms and all that became really, really popular. We didn't have Facebook and all that. But we went to chat rooms. So I was talking to some random person, and I said, oh, hey, I'm just chilling in my room or something like that. And they said, oh, you live in a dorm on LSU's campus. And I just kind of stopped. I'm like, oh, my goodness, how in the world would they know that? And he, I think it was a he, was like, oh, well, you said you went to LSU. I was like, okay. And he's like, and you said I'm chilling in my room, like not in my house or in my apartment. You said in my room. And I was like, oh, my goodness, why? First of all, why are you even thinking that way? Like, why are you trying to find out where I am? So that was a little bit scary. And then, I really thought it was an innocent comment. I didn't give away anything. But just the fact that his mind was processing that information in that way scared the heck out of me. And I, of course, closed the chat room and left. And it just really taught me, like, okay, if there's a predator out there or it's a person that, has kind of nefarious purposes, then they're going to be looking at every single thing you say and taking information from it. And it's just very scary. So that's my story with this information. OMG, I'm so bored. There's never anything to do in Zachary. So if you say something like that, of course you just gave away where you live. I wish my little bro would leave me alone. I hate that I have to babysit him every day. All right, so you just told me you have a little brother, so you probably don't have anybody older than you. I'm thinking that you're the oldest and that your parents are out every single day. So you just told me all of this information. And of course, I would think when you're saying every day, I would think you're talking about a work week. So All right, so you just gave me a whole bunch of information. Thank you. My neighborhood is so ghetto, all these potholes. Okay, again, you told me you live in a neighborhood. You're probably living in an inner city neighborhood, I would think, with potholes more than a suburban, even though nowadays everywhere got potholes. But that's what I would kind of think. So, okay, you gave me a little bit of information. Not too much, because especially if you're in a regular city, potholes are everywhere. So, but you did give me a little bit of information, but not too much. I feel like I can tell you anything. Red flag from your standpoint. Why? You have just told me that I got you. You just told me that, okay, you trust me. Now I can start getting a little bit more weird with you. Or I can start, maybe saying inappropriate things to you. I have you on the hook. So once you tell me something like that and I'm a predator, I know that, okay, I got her. She's good to go. We can take this a little bit further. Let's meet at the game, 7 p.m. at the bleachers. Do not meet up with anyone you meet online and we're going to talk, because this is the world we live in. So we can't say stuff. I mean, I know I'm an adult and you're looking at me like I'm crazy. And I know that we can't just say, like we used to, don't meet up with people online that you've never met. This is the world we live in. People get married from meeting people online. So we can't just say that and drop it. But what I'm going to do later is I'm going to show you what to do to put a little bit of safeguard in there if you do meet somebody, okay? But what you don't do is you just plan to meet somebody that you've never met, you've never spoken to, and you've never seen just go and meet somebody at the bleachers. You don't do that, okay? And we're going to talk about the difference between hearing somebody and seeing somebody before you meet them. Smile.
Killed him. Oh, man.
Compound A, 46.7% by weight. Compound B.
Once you post your image online, you can't take it back. Anyone can see it. Family, friends, anyone. Remember, think before you post.
Okay. Another video that I really love, because if you think about it, when you post something, and we've all posted something that we want to go ahead and delete. And I'm not saying we posted anything that was super inappropriate, but even if it was a comment, we've all posted something that we were like, and we went and deleted it. How long does it take you to screenshot something? I'm not even going to say a second, maybe a second. I don't know what's less than a second. Okay, but it doesn't take you long to screenshot something. So when you post something, it is out there. I don't care if the next second you delete it, it does not take me long to screenshot something. And that's why when they say, even if you take it down, it can reappear later, that's what they mean by that. Because all I have to do is repost it whenever I want to. I can repost it in 5 years if I want to. Okay, because it's mine forever once I screenshot it. So you really need to think before you post something. And that includes sending text messages to people and things like that. I don't care if you're thinking, well, if I send a Snapchat, it's going to delete after 3 seconds. It doesn't take long for me to screenshot it. And then I have it forever and ever, and it's mine. So before you post that inappropriate picture, that inappropriate comment, please think for a second. Because once you post it, it's done. It's done. And I know you may be looking at me going, oh my goodness, it's not that serious. It is that serious. It's done. So there is no taking it back. When I was younger, my mom taught me, you don't write anything down unless you want the world to read it. And every time I would like write a little letter to my friend and say, I would always have that in the back of my mind. But I could go get that. I can burn it. Like I could get that letter back, tear it up, burn it, and only me and the other person would know, and I could just say they were lying. So I did have a little fallback. We didn't have cameras where they can take a picture of it, then they had it forever. So it's just a different world. So you have to think before you press send, before you press post, guys. I can't stress that enough. And that anybody can see this information. Okay? Think about that teacher at your school, like the one that you like, not the other one. Think about the one that you really, really like. Do you want him or her to see this picture? Do you want him or her to see this comment? I mean, really think. What are they going to think about you after they see that? So really think. Because, I can stand here and tell you, it's going to stop you from getting a job, or it's going to stop you from getting in college. But most of y'all aren't thinking about jobs in college right now. So it doesn't make a big difference to you. But think about those people in your life that you really love. Think about your grandmother seeing that picture. Okay? Think about your grandpa seeing that picture. Just think about people that you really, really love looking at whatever you're about to post. Would that be okay? If not, don't post it. When you're thinking about pictures, okay, and again, me saying don't post your image online would be like speaking Greek right now. But when you're going to post those pictures, please have your doggone clothes on. Stop playing. What are these little naked pictures ever? First of all, nobody wants to see that. I know you're laughing. Nobody wants to see that. Okay? But put your clothes on. You don't need to be taking pictures of your naked body for anybody. Stop. Okay? Put your clothes on. Don't look all provocative. Just take a regular picture and stop playing. Okay? Watch your background, because if you're taking a picture, you're taking a selfie in front of your school, and I can see your school in the background, I know what school you go to. If you're taking a picture and you have your house in the background, I can see the numbers, now I know where you live. Watch your background when you're taking your selfies and you're taking your pictures. Also, watch for the clothes that you do have on, because I know you're going to have on clothes, because I just told you to put on some clothes. So watch for what clothes you do have on, because you may have your school logo on it, or you may have, your club logo, or whatever city you live in, or whatever. So watch for logos and things like that on your clothes, because it can give away where you are. Okay? When you're thinking about vacations, and I'm going to tell you right now, adults are the worst at this. They worse than y'all. Okay? Stop posting where you're going on vacation, how long you're going to be gone, pictures while you're there. Post all the pictures and all the comments and everything that you did after you get back. Posting all that just tells me, oh, okay, I am away from my house. Please go steal all my stuff. It's pretty much that may as well be what you post. Make a picture from it and post that. Okay, stop telling everything and every time you're going to be away from your house online. And the problem with that is usually it's not even the people you don't know. It's the people you do know that's going to take advantage. So please stop post the people that already know where you live and things like that. So post your vacation pictures and, I loved Hawaii. Post that after you get back, not during, and definitely not before. Adults are the worst at that. I see it all the time. Oh, we're going to be gone. We're going to Chicago for 2 weeks. I'm like, why? Why are you telling us that? Wait till you get back. And don't post anything that you'll be ashamed of later. We already talked about that. So these are some pictures of my nephews and my niece. And I wanted to show you their pictures. And these are actually their profile pictures right now. So I wanted to show them to you and kind of see, do you think they're appropriate? Do you think they're inappropriate? I kind of think they're okay. I wish, one of them would put a shirt on. I don't understand. But I think they're okay. They're not really giving away any big information in the background or anything like that. So, but I wanted to show you just personally that, this is what their profile pictures are right now. I wouldn't get them. I'm sure they're going to be mad that I put them on there. So, how do predators think?
Meeting a teen girl online is actually pretty easy. You can go into any chat room and just start talking. Most of the girls are usually so insecure and desperate for
Attention from older guys is totally flattering. They're so much more mature and understanding than the guys my
age actually works to my advantage. They like to brag to their friends that they're dating an older guy, so I just play along and pretend I'm really
interested in the same things I am. You can talk forever and really get to know someone without worrying about looks or whatever. That's the best thing about
chatting seems unthreatening to them, so they lower their guard. After a while, I start talking about how we're soulmates and how lucky we are to have found each other.
Other people don't understand. I know what I'm doing. If you really care about each other, there's nothing wrong with me.
Meeting them is the goal. Once I get them out of their house, well, that's when things get really interesting.
Online predators know what they're doing. Do you?
So again, another video that just shows that, guys, even if you're in this conversation or you're in this quote-unquote relationship for innocent purposes, it doesn't mean that the other person is. So just be very, very careful when you're starting either a friendship, or if you're thinking of starting a dating relationship with somebody online that you've never met. Just know that they don't always have the innocent heart that you have. So please understand that. So how do predators operate? Old school, you know, they used to seduce with attention and affectionate language, kindness and gifts. You know, oh, I can't believe your mom said that. She sucks, blah, blah, blah. They would use your music and your hobbies to show that, you know, they're interested too. Oh, you like Ludacris? Oh, I love Ludacris too, blah, blah, blah. And kind of get to be on your level. They listen and sympathize. That's a big one. So if somebody's just super interested in your story and super interested in what your mom said, and be careful with that. Because most real life people, you know what? I have problems of my own. I don't want to sit and listen to all your problems from somebody I just met. Okay? So really think about that. Do you want somebody you just met to come up and be like, okay, my mom told me I was fat, and then you're like, I don't care. Like, I have problems of my own. So if they're like just super interested and super, oh, I can't believe that, tell me more, be a little bit cautious of that. And then gradually they will introduce sexual content. They'll introduce, oh, send me a picture, or they start bringing up meeting in person. Okay, so we still have old school predators out there. But what's even a little bit more scary, at least to me, is that we also have new school predators out there who don't really interact with you that much. They just sit back and gather information. That's even scarier to me because you don't even know you've been picked, I guess you can say. So they kind of sit back and they fring you or whatever, but they just gather information off of posts that you put and things like that. They take your picture, they sing it out there, they see if anybody's interested in buying you. Then that's when the kidnapping, the snatching happens, and you're sold into sex trafficking. And you may think, oh, that's just so out there. That's like taken. But guys, it happens. I'm about to tear up. It happens in America, in everyday normal town America, all the time. So please don't think this only happens in foreign countries and things like that. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. The only way you can fight against this is to watch what information you put out there.
I can't wait to finally be with you in person.
Me too. We gotta keep it quiet. If my parents find out I'm not at school, I'm screwed.
Huh, I won't. I know better. I don't want my mom to find out either.
Meet you in the food court at 1.
I'll be there. Hi, my name is Alicia, and at the age of 13, I was lured and abducted from my home by a vicious internet predator. On New Year's Day, I walked out of my house on the coldest, iciest night of the year to meet a monster who I thought was my friend. Online, we talked about everything. He groomed me by seeming interested in me as a person, my thoughts, my goals, my relationship with my friends and family. He gave me adult advice, and he always took my side. And that's just what I had needed. He gave me what every person craves, unconditional love. Or rather, he made me believe it. He held me captive in a basement dungeon, chained by the neck. He tortured and raped me and filmed his crimes to share my pain and degradation online. I was just your average kid. I want to prevent this from happening. Don't you?
So how do you stay safe? First, be smart about what you post on the web and what you say to others. The web is a lot more public and permanent than it seems, and you can never truly take something back.
Remember that provocative names and pictures can draw attention from people you don't want in your life, like online predators, and revealing pictures can get you in trouble with the law.
Also, adults who talk to you about sex online are committing a crime. Some teens think it might be fun, harmless, or romantic, but it means serious trouble for everyone. If something weird happens to you online, don't be afraid to report it to your parents, a teacher, or a trusted adult. You may think you're safe, but statistics show that 1 in 25 youth receive an online sexual solicitation where the solicitor tried to make an offline contact. These are the online encounters most likely to lead to an offline sex crime.
And with more than 624,000 child pornography users nationwide and thousands right here in San Diego County, you have to be very careful.
This doesn't mean you can't text, Facebook, go online, or use technology. It just means you have to be smart about the dangers.
I'm San Diego County Sheriff Bill Gore. Technology is a great thing, but in the wrong hands it can be used for evil. Know all you can about internet safety and don't be afraid to report strange behavior from others online. Internet crimes against children affect too many of our innocent youth. Please help us keep you and others safe. Visit this website to learn how.
So again, please don't think that it can't happen to you. Please don't think that it can't happen to your friends. So if you see anything online or you see your friends going through anything online, you need to tell someone, okay? How do you stay safe? When I say chat room in this list, that's anywhere that you're chatting or talking online. That's Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Periscope, wherever you're talking online, Twitter, this is what I'm talking about. So first of all, don't include any part of your name, date of birth, location, or anything sexually suggestive in your chat name. Now, sometimes we use our real name for our like Facebook name and things like that. That's pretty much okay, but if you can use something else, especially if you're underage, go ahead and use something else. But please don't put anything sexually suggestive in your chat name, nothing dealing with your location or your birthday. Don't go into private chat rooms. Don't start IMing somebody. If they want to talk to you, they can talk to you in public. We don't need any kind of private conversations when I just met you online. When choosing your online chat room or your online social media, be cautious of the name of what you're using and stick, if you're doing actual chat rooms, and stick to chat rooms created by the online service rather than the member created chat rooms. Don't say anything in the chat room that you wouldn't want to say in public. We talked about that in front of your parents and friends. If you start, and this is where I was talking about, we would talk about it a little later. If you start to chat with somebody regularly, or you kind of see, you know what, this person is pretty doggone cool. I think we could be friends in real life, or even dating. You know, I'm starting to have feelings for this person. Please let somebody know. Okay, let an adult know, let a parent know, let them know that, hey, I really am starting to get feelings for this person online. Let them know so they can kind of see who this person is, and you have somebody as backup that knows who you're talking to, just like just like your parents know like who your good friends are in person. Let them know who these people are online. And also remember that you are in control. If a conversation starts making you feel uncomfortable, or you're like, I don't really like what he just said to me, leave. Leave. Block them. You are in control. Don't care about their feelings. Block them. Block them, block them, block them. Okay? So you're in control of that situation. Okay? And then let somebody know, just in case you are dealing with a predator. Once you block them, just let somebody know. It doesn't have to be like fill out an incident report. Just let them know, hey, I have this creep on Facebook and I blocked him. I just wanted to let you know his name is I739. Okay, cool beans. Because then if something will happen later, somebody knows that you had this problem. Okay, you don't want it to just be you that knows, and then something happens and we can't communicate with you and nobody even knows you had a problem online. So let somebody know. Never meet anybody face to face that you have not at least Skyped or FaceTime with. I didn't say call. Anybody can call. I can say I'm a 13-year-old girl, get on the phone and change my voice a little bit, and you think I'm a 13-year-old girl. Make sure that you Skype or FaceTime with them, and also make sure that an adult knows. Okay? So again, just like you want your parents should know who your best friends are, they should know who your best friends are online too. Or your girlfriend or boyfriend online too. Okay? But make sure that you at least Skype or FaceTime with them, because that picture that they post is not always them. So not just phone call, not just, that we got our phone numbers and we started texting. I want to see your face, and I want to see your face talking. I don't want to just see a picture of you. I want to see your lips moving. I want to see all that. Okay? Before you meet with them in person. Let an adult know, and make sure that you have Skyped or FaceTime with them. And this next one, don't think everybody that you meet online as a real life friend. They're not. They're just not. Okay, they're just acquaintances like you meet on the street. So don't put all your hopes and feelings and dreams into everybody you meet online. Okay, goodness gracious, stop. Don't click on links or go to sites that you're not familiar with, because viruses don't care about what age you are. Okay, so you can get a virus just like your parents can get a virus. Never post inappropriate pictures of yourself, or never email pictures of yourself to people you don't know. Don't give out your password, and make sure it's something that only you know. And don't respond to trolls. We all know trolls. People trying to start an argument online. They're throwing insults at you, bad language. Just block them. Don't give them what they want. They're called trolls for a reason. They're there to simply get on your nerves and get under your skin. Block them and let somebody know. Remember, every time you click block, let somebody know. So what about you? What are some things that have happened to you? What are some things that may have made you feel uncomfortable? Because guess what? Your stories could help other people in this room. So if you have a story, a thought, or a comment that you can say out loud and you want to say out loud, share it, because it can help somebody else that may be going through this same situation right now. And if you have something that you don't want to talk about in front of everybody, come talk to me about it. Go talk to another adult about it. Guys, just talk to an adult. And when I say an adult, it's okay to talk to your friends, but let an adult know who can actually do something about it if something goes down. Because guess what? Your friend is on your level. Just like you can't do nothing, they can't do nothing either. So tell an adult. And if a friend tells you something and you don't feel comfortable about it, and you think that something could be going down, go tell an adult. You know what? If your friend hates you forever, you know what? They'll get over it one day, or they'll get over it when they're not kidnapped and they're safe. Okay? So you go tell an adult about it, and let the chips fall where they may. Because at least you kept them alive and you kept them safe. And just an FYI, for when I tell you that these were actually my nephews and niece, they're not. They're just random pictures online that I went and grabbed from the student accounts. So just know that if somebody wants to get your picture, they can, and they can lie and say whatever they want to say about it. So try to make sure that it's appropriate, and try to make sure that it's something that you actually want out there. I have no clue who these people are, so I just want to let you know that. And that is the presentation that I would give, that I have given actually, to students. And the students that I actually gave this presentation to, the first time I did it, was a group of students at an alternative school. And I kind of thought, oh, they're going to be like, oh, get out my face, and that kind of thing. But they weren't. And they were very receptive to it. And I'll never forget this one student. He just kept putting his head down. Every time I would say that, he'd be like, oh my God, I did that. It wasn't funny, but it was funny because at least I was getting to him. And he just kept putting his head down like, oh gosh, I did that too. Oh, I did that too. So please don't think that students already know this stuff. Don't think that they're actually thinking about this stuff. So they need somebody to tell them and somebody to talk to them about it. And you'll be amazed at what some of these students and kids and children and teens are going through online right now, and how this presentation can kind of open up like, oh, okay, they do know that stuff goes down online. Now they'll feel a little bit more open to coming and talking to you about it. So, questions, comments in the chat box, I can answer them. Do know that you have access to this presentation. You can change the wording of it. You can change the videos. You can change whatever you want to. The whole point is that you get this out to your students. I mean, I don't care. Change the name on it to your name. I don't care. The point is that you get this out to your students because they need to know. And share it with your school, share it with other just get it out. We need to open up this conversation with our students because nobody else is, y'all. So we need to do it. Okay, I see. Thank you. Saying hello, goodbye, join late because oh, awesome, good. So the one thing that I do ask is you go ahead and do the evaluation. So in the bottom right hand corner, you see evaluation. You can just click evaluation and browse to. All right, guys. Well, you guys, it's 11 o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the webinar. You have a great day. Thank you for coming. If you have any questions, you have my email address. You have my website. You can just email me from the from the website or educatoralexander@gmail.com. At Gmail. So that is it. You guys have a good rest of your Saturday, and thank you so much for coming.